Air operations on December 30th were suspended due to absolutely terrible weather. Thankfully, these conditions only lasted a day, and operations were able to resume on December 31st. New Year's Eve started off with one hell of a bang. 8 of our boys took off just before noon and bagged 10 Huns. Quite the tally, if I do say so myself. My flight was going up at 3 p.m. to cover elements of the 1st Canadian Army, currently in Eindhoven. We were quite eager to take to the skies and take down 11 enemy aircraft. Back to another exciting sortie in our IL-2 series. And here we are in good old bucket of bolts here. We'll go ahead and bring flaps down, turn lights on. We're taking off on a ground troops cover mission once again, and we're covering parts of the 1st Canadian Army, which is hanging out by Eindhoven. And I'm just making sure everyone's taking off A-OK in front of me, and I am in the number 8 slot, so I am dead last here. Alright, let's go ahead and throttle up. Alright, here we go. Let's try to keep on the runway here. And once we're airborne, I'll begin to adjust all my throttle controls and also my gyro gun sight, get that in tip-top shape for combat here. We're flying with the same configuration that we were flying with during our last sortie, the extra 50 caliber ammunition, no Bendex radio compass or 150 octane fuel, as I mentioned earlier, because they updated the campaign to accurately reflect when those things became available for the P-51D Mustang. Alright, let's go ahead and bring throttle down to around 75 is normally the run position. Okay, and we can go ahead and bring RPM down and begin cruising. Flaps up, gear is up. Yep, gear's up. Alright, and we are hunky-dory here. And it looks like my flight is banking to the left just slightly. Let's go ahead and start trimming around and begin adjusting my gyro gun sight. We want to set the target base to 33 feet, because I do expect we will be engaging fighters, and we're going to set our aiming sight to around 270 yards. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go, and that should be fine for us. And we can go ahead and bring RPM down a bit as well, and we are in tip-top shape here, I think. And there's my flight. There's quite a few of us. We're all going to form up, and I'll go ahead and show you folks the map. So as you can see, we took off from Ash Airfield down here. We're going to bypass Wirt and then head north towards Eindhoven. And then the return journey is very similar, except we just go over Lamel. So it should be a fairly straightforward flight, fairly easy to navigate. Since I don't have my little icons anymore, I do have to navigate using the map, which is actually quite fun. I'm going to be honest. I am enjoying it more than I thought. And my navigation lights are off. Let's go ahead and flip those off. We don't want Jerry to see those. Alright, so with all that out of the way, I think that's all I have to say. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video now, and I will get back to you guys, as per usual, when we're over the combat area, or we get bounced by some pesky Germans. So, I will see you guys shortly. Okay, we're currently over Eindhoven right now. It's right off our nose up there, and I see something glinting in the sunlight there. It looks like 3 aircraft high, 1 o'clock. I wish I could call them out to my AI buddies, but I guess I'll just have to keep an eye on them by myself. Let me go ahead and get in the proper formation here, as I have a feeling it's about to hit the fan. Okay, yep, they're high. I can't make out what they are. Alright, let's go ahead and bring the throttle down and slot in here. Boy, we overshot a little bit. Alright, we're in the combat sector. Oh, they told us there's winds from the north. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that. Our Canadian brethren below told us what the weather is. Okay, there's those 2 aircraft. Okay, that's definitely enemies then. They were called out. Okay, let's bring our RPM up. And maneuver to engage here. Okay, there's one high. That's a P-47. I think that is as well. Alright, well, let's go ahead and form up here. They obviously are vectoring us in towards the bandits. Okay, yep, there we go. 10 o'clock. Flak. There's something over there. I see something glimmering in the sun. It's very hard to see, and I highly doubt with YouTube compression you folks are going to be able to see it at home. But that might not be what we're going for. More flak. That's a 262 right there. Alright. Here we go, fellas. It's on my 6. Okay, more P-51s. Alright, we're going to gun it. We're going to get this guy if it's the last thing I do. Alright. There we go. We're not going to be able to catch the 262 in a straight fight, but he is turning about. And I'm sure these are laden down with bombs as well. I'm going to go ahead and break off. Let's see. There's more flak. There's another 262 right there. I'll go ahead and engage that one. Alright. It looks like that 262 is actually on one of our friends. Okay, here we go. Diving down on him. Oh boy. Lots of tracer fire. It looks like they're all engaging that other one there. This guy is heading in a straight line. Hopefully he makes a turn. If he turns, I got him. And he is. Bingo. This guy's mine. Shredded. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of that. Looks pretty critical. Those engines are very, very fragile, so I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of that, but I might go ahead and go in for another pass. I'm sure he'll go down eventually, but you know what? He dipped down below the clouds. I'm going to assume he's going down. He's definitely out of the fight, so we're going to let him be, and I'm going to keep my altitude here. Looks like there's more flak around this area. The ground gunners have a beat on somebody, but I'm not seeing them. Apparently there's fighters to the east. I'm heading east. Alright, let's go ahead and loop back around and head back towards Eindhoven. Yeah, I don't see a freaking thing out here. More anti-aircraft down there. They might be fighting below the clouds. It is very possible. It is quite cloudy. There's a lot of anti-aircraft right there. Darn, I'm not seeing anything out there, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to regroup with my flight. Northeast, range 1 mile. Alright, let's go ahead and turn to the northeast. I don't know if we actually ended up bagging that 262. He might be able to get on home. But I'd rather give up the kill and keep my advantage, which is being way up here. Alright, let's go ahead and throttle down. Wow, I do not see a soul. I bet they're below these clouds. I bet if I dip down below the cloud layer, I would be able to find them, but okay, there's something by that canal. I saw it. Alright, we'll go below the clouds. Try to avoid blacking out. And begin our dive down. We'll be able to zoom up real quick anyway. I hope. He says that. Alright. Maybe I just saw a tree. Could have sworn. Okay, yep, there we go. Furball. Quite a few aircraft. It's like a P-47, P-51s. I'm not making out any German aircraft. I guess that one that is shooting, that's a German right there. BF-109. Oh boy, don't black out, baby. There we go. Let's try to stick on him. Looks like he's trying to get an angle on one of our P-47s up there. Here we go, we have him here. Few good hits. Break off. Overshot, unfortunately. Go ahead and roll around and come back in. A few more hits into the wingtip, but nothing substantial. Oh man, getting so close to blacking out. Thankfully, we've only gotten close. We haven't actually blacked out this sortie. There we go. That was the money shot right there. I think his engine's probably cooked. That was some pretty thick smoke. That was a pretty good snapshot. Oh, I guess he's not. I guess he could just be boosting there. Oh, I don't know. I think he does have a fire in his engine. Yep, engine stopped, he's bailing out. All right, let's go ahead and zoom back up. And thank goodness that was friendly. Scared the bejesus out of me. All right. That's a P-51 right there as well. So we got one confirmed kill this sortie. What do we have over here? Looks like another possible BF-109. That's a parachute. Probably from the guy we just shot down. Oh, okay, this is nuts. Let's try not to get into a collision here. Here we go, on the 109. Stick on him. There we go. Got him. And I don't see the splash, but there's no way he got out of that one. What do we have up there? It's another P-51. P-47. Whoa, what just flew right by me? Another P-47. Okay, so I think we're okay. I'm gonna go ahead and climb up. I'm not gonna climb in any clouds just to avoid any collision in there. I'd rather not collide with a friendly in the cloud. That would be quite devastating for all parties involved. Although we are over friendly territory, so I always have the option to bail out, thankfully. Okay, so with that little combat out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and cut now. I'm not sure. I think we've pretty much cleaned this area up of enemies. I guess there's, according to radar, there's a few enemies scattered about here sporadically, but I don't think they're going to last much longer. Make sure that's not an enemy there. Yeah. So I think overall the combat is over. I'm going to go ahead and try to regroup with my flight. Although I could just hang out with these P-47s, I suppose. But no, I'll try to find my flight and I'll get back to you guys very soon. All right, we finally made it home. I'm about to turn on to final approach here, and hopefully we can land without any crazy bounces and minimal damage. I don't think Bucket of Bolts here got any hits during that whole encounter. I think we are in tip-top shape, no bullet holes or anything like that. So hopefully the mechanics will be pleased with that. I guess we'll find out, won't we? But we're gonna go ahead and come on in here and really throttle down. We wanna really kill off speed here because this thing is bloody fast. So let's go ahead and flaps 10% and we will turn now. Nice and hard to turn, really kill off airspeed. All right, there we go. Not too bad. Lights on. Gear down. All right, there's the runway. I'm hoping we can land on the one little sliver right in the middle, which is padded with the metal sheets. Let's go ahead and throttle up just a smidge. don't want to drop out of the sky just yet. I go ahead and sit up in our seat here so we can actually see the runway. Alright, closing in on 150 miles per hour, which is what we want to really land at. Let's keep ourselves aligned and nice and easy. Easy does it. See, if I take my time, I'm sure I could land fairly well. The problem is I like to rush things. Which is not what you would do if you were actually flying an aircraft. At least I hope not. Alright, there's the runway. Alright, we are at 150 miles per hour. Let's bring our flaps down to 20%. Throttle, give her a little more throttle here as we slowly inch forward. Looking good so far. My friends are about here somewhere. I kind of beat them to the airfield, so there is that. Last taking off, first coming in for a landing. Typical Wolfpack. All right. Flaps down a little bit more. Now we want to be careful. We don't want to stall this bird out of the sky. All right, let's align ourselves nice and easy. Go ahead and pitch up just a smidge, throttle back. So we don't want to hit the snow, land in the snow. I'm getting some ground effect here, and got a bounce. Damn it! Once again, another bounce, but. Alright, just a bounce, but actually not too bad. Oh boy, whoa, hit the brake a little too hard there, just lightly tap. Really slammed on it there, that was scary. Almost nosed over. Alright, and we'll taxi her off over to the side here. Let's come over here. So we can go ahead and open our canopy as well. There we go. How about that? All right, and we'll just taxi her off the runway. Got stuck in the snow. There we go. You know what? And that should be fine. Let's go ahead and check the airframe for any damage, and it looks like we brought Bucket of Bolts back A-OK. So with that, let's go ahead and finish this mission. Yes, please. I'm quite happy with that sortie. I don't think we actually got the 262 that we shot up. I think it might have made it back home. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like we only got credit for the 2 109s. 2 aircraft down, though. That was a fairly forced landing. I don't know what that means. Anyway, it was a fairly short sortie, only 31 minutes. Let's go ahead and see how everyone else did. Hopefully, some of these other guys got some kills here. Hopefully, no one collided. Oh, boy. And the next day is January 1st, a brand new year. Let's go ahead and go to the planning room where we can see. God damn it. Why did it say I crashed? I did not crash. Well, okay. That's dumb. I don't understand why it says I crashed my aircraft. I obviously did not crash. But maybe that wasn't Ash Airfield I landed at? I don't think that was it. But anyway, we'll accept it, I guess. The plane was fine, so I refuse to accept this game. Anyway, James Harris was killed in action. Unfortunately, someone died. And Lewis Williams, a madman, got 3 kills. He down to 262 apparently, which is interesting. But this sortie before us went on a free hunt, and they killed 10 enemy aircraft. Quite insane there. Alright, well, with that out of the way, I think that's going to put it into this here video. That's weird that it said I force landed. It could have been I landed at the wrong airfield. But I thought that was Ash. It looked like Ash. I thought it was in the area of Ash, but who knows? Anyway, we're just going to ignore that. Thank you guys for watching. As always, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you guys on the next video where we take off with Justin Hall and Bucket of Bolts once again. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.